So we are a week into the new year, and how am I doing on that monster challenge that I set for myself? Welcome to No Excuses. My name is Mary Fran, and this is my place to talk about weight loss, life, fitness, being the most amazing version of myself that I can be. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you are enjoying your day and what you see here. And go ahead, comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. So today we are going to be talking about that huge challenge that I set for myself. And that challenge was to propel myself, either bike, walk, swim, whatever, 2,021 miles in the year 2021. And I figured it was time to check in and see how I'm doing because, hey, I'm a week into this challenge. So before I begin, I want to know, how are you doing on your challenges that you set for your new year? But I'm going to actually start and say that I am struggling. I am really struggling with this challenge. No, I'm not behind on my miles. I actually have ridden and gotten my miles each day of this year. So it's not that I'm struggling getting the miles. I'm struggling with the mental aspect of this journey because it is a huge challenge. And I have actually been rather sedentary. I mean, yes, we go hiking on the weekends, but during the week, we walk after work for a mile, and that is it. And so this is a huge challenge. I was so excited to start the challenge, and then it started, and within 3 days, I was already feeling overwhelmed. The excitement had ended, and I really started to struggle. It's been really difficult to ride some days. I just don't want to do it every day. And I'm really worried because 8 days in and I'm already tired of getting on this bike every day. I'm doing it, but some days are really, really difficult. One of the days of my week, I was sitting and I had made a phone call at work and I was sitting on hold, and they announced it was going to be a long hold. And so I stood up and walked in place for 1 hour and 20 minutes while I was on hold. And I got some miles that way. But, my day doesn't always go that way. I can't always do that. And so the newness has already worn off on this challenge. And here comes the ho-hum, everyday aspect of this very large challenge that I'm doing. So far, I am right on track with my mileage. I'm actually a little bit ahead, and I want to keep it that way. I have to say, it's so tempting to say, oh, I've got such and such miles in the bank, and right now it's only like 3 or 4. But it's so tempting to say, I've got these miles in the bank. I only have to do 2 miles today or whatever. I'm not letting myself do that because I know there's going to come a day where I can't do my nails for a valid reason. So I'm pushing through. I'm riding right now, obviously, and I'm just doing it. Now today's ride, this first ride of today, is during my 15-minute break. I already used 5 minutes to go give a treat to the bird, to turn on the sunlight for the bird, to go to the bathroom, that kind of stuff. So I've got 10 minutes here. My goal is at least 2.5 miles in that 10 minutes. That way I can spend 10-15 minutes on my lunch break and hopefully finish this up. Like I said, the journey is long, the journey is hard. Admittedly, I kind of feel like giving up already. But I'm not going to, because the reward is going to be fantastic. No, I'm not going to give up. That is not even in the books. But it is a struggle. And so I am keeping track of my miles. I know what my mile total is for the year, and I know how many I am at, but I'm trying not to focus on the big picture of 2021 miles. I'm trying to focus on smaller segments. I'm not even focusing on the miles that I need for the week because that still seems like an awful lot of miles to me. I am focusing on one day at a time. Mary Fran, get on the exercise bike and ride for 25 minutes and get your 5.5 miles done. Mary Fran, 5.61 miles today. That's all you need. I'm not thinking about tomorrow. I'm not thinking about the whole week. I'm thinking about one single day. 5.61 miles. That's the only way that I'm able to get past the overwhelming feeling of this challenge because it is huge. It is long. That's 365 days of consistently riding, walking, doing whatever I need to do to get 5.61 miles. And it's the length of the time and the constant repetitive motion of doing it that has already got me kind of challenged. So I'm focusing on one day. I'm going to get my 5.61 miles today. Worry about tomorrow. Today, 5.61 miles. Now, for my challenge, I'm not including all those incidental miles when I walk out to the kitchen or when I walk wherever. I'm not including those miles because they are incidental. I'm actually only including miles that I am specifically working to get. Exercise bike, when we go out for a walk or a hike, those kind of miles. And I have learned that the early morning miles are sometimes the most difficult miles because I sit here on my chair, I'm looking over at the exercise bike, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it. But I do it. And I have found that those morning miles are the easiest miles in the long run because when I don't get them in the morning, I struggle. I woke up at 4:15 and I was determined I was going to ride my bike. And I knew I had to start it by about 5 o'clock to make sure I had it done in time. I fell back asleep and I'm so tired this morning, so it's not a big deal. But now it's 5:30, 5:45, and I am sitting here going, I've got to figure out a way to fit in this 5.5 miles now, and it's kind of a bummer. I know I can do it because I've done it this week already. It is what it is. I will get it done. This really is a mind sabotage because you see my mind is only focused on that big number, on the 365, on doing it the whole year long. And I am having to fight that every step of the way. This is going to be a long year and this is going to be a challenge. But you know what? If it wasn't a challenge, would it be worth it? I could have set my goal at 365 miles for the year, and that would be relatively easy because we walk for about a mile every night. But would that be a challenge? Would I feel successful when it was done? Would I be proud of myself? Pride, success, that feeling inside yourself comes from the challenge. I have challenged myself and I'm going to keep pushing because I want to win this challenge. I want to prove to myself that I can do it. Challenge yourself. What did you challenge yourself to do this year and how are you doing? Let me know in the comments below. And in the meantime, no excuses. No, I'm not giving up. No,